If you could speak to the fashion aspect of punk pop.
Sure. You know, going to some of those shows I can remember, I mean, I was actually amazed at what some of the folks were wearing to these shows. But I think, like we're saying, that the music was somehow a reaction against, you know, that almost fake music that they saw in the early 70s. I think, you know, by the 70s, the hippie look had turned into, you know, like jeans and you know, a plaid shirt or something like that, or you know, a colored skirt for a young woman. So I think the punks are saying, the hell with that. You know, a part of the rebellion was very decidedly fashion. You know, that we want to just like rock did in the 1950s. We want to real rock in the 50s, the first guys. We want to shock society. I mean, I don't know if they consciously wanted to do that, but does Elvis shock society? Yeah. And you know what? Let's have the music shock society. So let's wear a mohawk, you know, and let's wear, you know, a ripped T-shirt with pins through it, you know, and what the hell's wrong with putting a pin through my nose and this type of thing. So I think that the fashion of that was a fascinating part of the rebellion, and probably a necessary part of the rebellion. We're not like those hippies that are wearing a plaid shirt and you know, a pair of jeans. By the way, by the late 70s, many of them, because they've gone into the early 20s or mid-20s, a nice plaid shirt and a pair, not a ripped one anymore, you know, one that they just bought. You know what, we want to rebel musically. Let's rebel stylistically too, you know. Now, I think the messages on some of the T-shirts got a little interesting, and I'm not sure that, but whatever. This is rebellion in both musically and a fashion way, and I think they very nicely matched each other, and basically saying, the hell with this. We're going back to the way it was, you know. The hell with it. Back in the 50s, they rocked. Here we're in 1978. We're gonna rock too.
And it's almost like, because punk music had a do-it-yourself kind of style, so when people, like, wrote on the shirts themselves or made their own designs, it was kind of like to go along with the do-it-yourself music, do-it-yourself clothing and fashion.
Right. And of course, very predictably and very traditionally, within 2 years, you could buy stuff that looked like it was written on, but but that's the way it is with all this stuff too, so. But God, I can remember, you know, those. I mean, I can remember we're talking mohawks. I mean, we're not just talking like a little. I mean, I can remember those. Some of that was fascinating stuff to look at.